So presently, who's been streaming? There's Soph doing a new game, Pro any percent segmented practice thing of Resident Evil 4. I'm assuming the OG. Def unites us with Garfield Kart and Final Fantasy Peasant with Elden Ring. So far, so freaking good. Alright. How'd you make a building that quickly? 40 stories. I'll keep in mind that it's 40 stories and 50 arch tall, structure marked continent's first true skyscraper, and was garnering attention all across Zemuria. I'm curious, is there like an equivalent of the pyramids of Giza in Zemuria, or is the world of Zemuria just bland as shit?
以上が明日から3日間の通称デレガード、タングラムおよび国境付近には市内に関してはジョリッジ課長、ドノバン警部。
Let me mute the mic because I'm about to take a piss break. Alright, I'm back. Did I pee on the fucking floor? What the hell? It might have been like the shower water. I assume someone took a morning shower. What did he say? You better chill with that shit, what the fuck? Okay, I got a full battery.
なお警備対策本部は捜査一課で運営している状況です。考えられる限りの非常事態にどんなに厳重な警備体制もそこでうちのお伝えしているようにセルゲイ課長には警備隊方面との連絡を受け持ってやれやれ人使いがあるとにかくいろんなところに顔を突っ込んだ。それで資格をついたやり方で絡めてのセルゲイの面目役よしてくださいよ。絡めてのセルゲイなるほど昔の話だ昔のそれでこいつ構い彼らにはしばらく優遇と通常の支援活動を行いながら何かあればああその通りだ遊撃士協会と同じスタンスだが 彼らに頼りきる。それにあんな連中が入り込んできた以上、
あんな連中。
赤い星座だな。両兵団赤い星座、ゼムリア大陸西部において最強と言われる両兵団。
Aside from Zephyr,
現在多数の所属メンバーがクロスベル入りしている。
although knowing how the Kiseki games work, they might retcon in that there's a third Jaeger Corps that's equally as strong or maybe slightly better or worse than Red Constellation and Zephyr.
ちなみに1年ほど前、あのヘイユエと共和国方面で大規模な抗争を起こしたらしい。
物騒な連中だな。ってことはこの町でヘイユエと抗争の続きをするつもりなのか？
いえ、基本的に両兵団はミラによって動くで、以前争っていたとはいえ再び争う理由にはなりません。そうだな、オルランド。縄張りを重視するマフィアと違って両兵団にはミラと戦場がすぐだ。昨日の敵は今日の味方、その逆も日常茶飯事にある。その意味で以前の構想を引っ張るというのはないだろう。
そうなると一つの謎が浮上。どうして赤い星座がクロスベル入りしたのかっていう。
一家でも探ってはいるが、その目的は未だ判明していない。ただ帝国政府の後押しを受けているのは、
通商会議に関係することで何かを行おうとし、もしくは共和国系のヘイユエの台頭を抑えるのが狙いでしょうか。
Ah, hell no, they got that reggaeton bullshit. Hell no. That's copyright. Purgatory right there.
どちらもあり得る。いずれにせよ通商会議において無視できるようです。ええ、無論です。ちなみに赤い星座だが、クロスベル市の周辺にもし各地を回ることがあれば、そのあたりの動向も探ってほしい。
了解しました。それでは支援要請に。
何かありましたら各方面に応援に行きますので。
お、頼りにしてるぜ。遠慮なく頼らせてもらうぞ。
So yesterday, what's his face? Cody Rhodes got his ass kicked in a tag team match with Brock Lesnar as his partner and Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns as his opponents. Of course, Lesnar ended up jumping him, his partner, and giving him the biggest ass whooping of his life. I kind of like Lesnar as a character. His era was the ruthless aggression thing from 2002 to 2004, but ever since he came back in 2012, it's like his era ended up being on a delay. I do like how he was portrayed back in 03 and stuff like that, where he had personality. And he wasn't built to be like this unbeatable guy because he didn't have the UFC background. He was just like this NCAA wrestling star. Especially now, like ever since he ended the streak, it's like Vince knew that they were gonna build him up as this like unstoppable force. But unfortunately, as a result of that, as a beast type character, he's been kind of Gary Stewish, like just constantly catching W's left and right, like it's nobody's business. But I do like how ever since he turned face and started acting like a cowboy, he's been getting his ass beat again, and no longer used as a stepping stone or wall for other characters as he has been for, I guess, years at that point. Now they're doing other things with him, but him turning heel again, I wonder if they're trying to like turn that around, because he did essentially squish Omos in like 4 minutes for this WrestleMania bout. That was kind of interesting, giving him a fight against like a monster like Omos. That's what they did with Bobby Lashley the Mania before, but maybe this heel run with Cody is supposed to prove Cody, because up until now he's just been cleaning nothing but W's. He beat Seth Rollins 3 pay-per-views in a row, won the Rumble at 30. They're probably trying to give him like a couple walls, a couple challenges. Alright, let's see. So we're going back to St. Ursula. Alright. What's this one? Okay. So the map is gonna start opening up to us. Can only play against this dude.
緊急度が高そうなの。でも、あのダグラス教官から呼ばれることにな。
ダグラス教官、警備隊の副司令になった方よね。
I guess punish Cody is what they're trying to go for with this, and I think it's actually a good direction in retrospect, since he's just been kind of handed W after W, and there's been effectively 7 months of him being injured where they can't really give him any meaningful challenge. So they gotta give him some degree of doubt, some degree, a negative arc, so he can overcome it and seem viable. I guess come SummerSlam. That's kind of what happened to Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns got screwed over, what was it, Mania 34, and then his big moment beating Lesnar was SummerSlam, which was a nice quick match where Braun Strowman was kind of the relevant presence, and Reigns actually looked incredibly strong compared to Lesnar. He looked like he had the advantage seat throughout that whole thing. Alright, I think I'm speaking a little too loudly. Let me be careful, because I am doing a morning stream. I actually like this setup. I should do this more often. I don't know why I don't. Having the pillow on top of me so that I'm cushioned and I can lay my arm on the pillow and play comfortably. They always gotta act like he has this Imo complex. Well, Randy and Wazzy effectively are sharing that same role of just talking about girls and shit. I don't like Cecilia. I've said that before. Her dialogue just, or Cecile or whatever, it just drags shit out. It's not that funny. At least she's not as bad as Ilya or some of the other like tertiary women characters.
あの風の形成の
I like Shizuku though.
なあ、ちょうどキーボード、あのお堅いおっさんの娘とは思えないくらい。
しずくちゃん可愛いですよね。
It's hurting right
普段
now.
も会ったことがあるらしくてすごく騒いでいます。
となると今日は赤い星座って連中の動向の和人
君ね。
ああ、いい。こいつのツッコミももっともだ。
They were ready to jump this.
元身内が言うのもなんだが、多分急行山に爆薬を仕掛けたのも
ランディ。
そんな風に
おじきとしちゃあんたね。遅延化の力量をため古巣を捨てた俺が流れ着い
それだけのため。
別に害があるわけじゃない。単なる好奇心で。
た。
Well, I use a lot of phoenix sounds, or I guess reviving bombs. So I guess they might not be too impressed.
せっかく戻りはしたが、俺一人で連中の動向をし。
だったらなおさらだ。確かに赤い星座というのはクロスベルへの来訪目的にしても帝国政府との関係にしても正しい。あくまでと
おいだ。
俺たちにはランディが必要だし、ランディを一人にするつもりもない。
I actually don't like the fact that these games are voiced. I've said it before, but I'm a lot faster at reading. So if I had to hear people realistically act out the voice acting and stuff like that, it's gonna drag to me.
一人で動いて
Like, see, I'm done reading this line.
だったら勝手に相変わらず大した口説き文句だね。
Especially because the dialogue kind of like scrolls with it, so it's kind of guiding me to read.
でもその通りですよ。こういう時に力を合わせるのが特務支援課なんですよね。
So you're gonna hear a lot of audio cut off and things like that, and it's super annoying
もちろんよ。
because I'm just reading the lines and
あの教団事件でも私たちは全員の力を合わせて立ち向かった。ランディ、今回も同じではない。
or I'm just gonna wait for them to finish the delivery and get annoyed.
悪い。つまらないことを言いかけたみたいだ。
ああ、とにかく車もあることだし、今日は支援要請を片付けながら郊外を回ってみよう。ベルガード門やアルモリカ村にも。
そうね、久しぶりだし。そういえばソーニャ司令の方はええ、そのはずです。通商会議に向けての対応で忙しくされ。
ミレイユのやつもいるはずだし、そっちに顔を出してもいいかな。
それじゃあ出かけるとしようか。
Tactics, team edit. I actually kind of like him being over Wazi and stuff like that.
なあ、ランディ。
お、なんだロイド。
そのお父さんのことだけど。
ああ、それか。別に気にすることはねえぜ。あの世界じゃ珍しくもいい話だ。それにダウンを抜けた時に俺と親父は何も感じないわけじゃねえが、ま、サバサバしたもんだ。
そっか。でも気が向いたら一応リーダーとして相談に乗れることがあるかもしれないしさ。
But he would be able to offer decent advice because he did go through the loss of his older bro
ごめん。
and his
ちょっ
parents.
と生意気だったか。
チリがうちなんだかんだ言ってお兄さん感慨深いぜ。
あのな。
ま、気が向いたら相談する。その時は
ああれ何してるの。
二人とも
ごめん、すぐ行く。
そんじゃあぼちぼちお仕事を始めるとすっか。
See, I kind of like the dynamic that Lloyd and Randy have. Trying to replace it with Wazi and his flirtatiousness and Bishi appeal. It's going to be difficult Randy has that backstory. They connect and relate in ways that Wade and Wazzy can't. And of course they got history because built the whole game with them. All the moments they had as bros, and they don't have their upsides and downsides this game compared to like parties and other games, especially the Cold Steel ones, but I still do like the fact that there's some viability that these characters went through shit together, they understand each other, they have that bond. I'm gonna leave this alone. Feels like I'm robbing the shit out of these guys, but I'm just doing what I gotta do, so it's whatever. Getting money is pretty easy in this game, I will have to say that much. Try to get a bunch of reviving bombs as well. There you go. What else do I need? Upgrade. Defense +2. See, I don't gotta think about resources the way I did in the past. The enemies are a lot more cheap, but it's really all I gotta think about. Upgrade. Forward slot. Opened. Alright, let's see. Equip. Status. So, what do I want her to have? Get a little more D. Ayo. So this one has to be like strictly. You know what? Who do I want? Let's go with burn. What status element do I want you to have? Repeat, cast one. It's unusual, but I think I'm gonna stick with that for now. If I need better spells, then I might have to make some adjustments, but for now I think it works. Let me see, should I talk to now? I accidentally went on IG. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, I don't really mind if they have like a good SummerSlam with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Like if they delay it a little bit because not just they want him to have a 1,000 plus day reign to cap off all his struggle, but they want it to feel earned. I mean, Cody basically worked his ass off in AEW, Ring of Honor, NWA to prove that he's this like big deal guy, and he didn't book himself to the top or have a reign of terror with a world title. He gave himself like the TNT thing instead, but you know, he's still proves himself to be a household name, and good on him. I really think he did right by AEW, and something like that was a necessity at the time because of how wrestling was in 2018. The indie league was on the verge of collapse since 2017 anyway, so it had been thoroughly overfished with NXT, so you needed another big company to kind of hold the business. And now the WWE is a property of someone else. It's fallen into mergers and acquisitions, which I didn't think was ever going to happen. Okay, that's actually a nice little mechanic. Does stuff like that exist in real life, though? I gotta ask, as if I'm a dumb little kid. My name is Wahim Gunter, High Priest of Dever 4G. So I guess like a lot of JRPGs and even real life, history and society doesn't advance linearly. So 1,200 years ago, society was more advanced than it is now. This is true for like the real world as well. Like Rome was more advanced than humanity during the Middle Ages. Or aspects of Egyptian architecture that was a lot more advanced than even at classical antiquity and modern society. But it obviously, like weaponry and electronics, these don't count as those things. But even like medical science, the Egyptians, they knew about diabetes, they knew about cancer and all these other diseases. They just had a solid understanding of things back then. It would have taken us forever to know about with our current period. You know, if we had a disease as widespread that they didn't talk about or know, we would be screwed. Okay, so I gotta wait until that can be further decoded and we can get some juicy info. Arkansas Casino. Actually, I'm a little curious about something. Let me go check something out real quick. This is going to be incredibly reckless of me, but I am a reckless player, so... Fried fish. Alright, I need to get something peculiar, so I'm gonna save scum, and there's something I want to check here. That reminds me of something. I gotta go cop some cat food. But yeah, at least I'm not, near death the way I was yesterday. I was actually like freezing to death, and getting some sleep really helped me out. That might have actually been a symptom of a strong sleep deficit. Because I'm well rested now and I don't feel as bad. If I were to do like a 9 to 10 ratio, that was a 9 on the Richter scale, and now I'm on a 2. Okay, that is actually legitimately annoying. Alright, let me delete this real. At least I give you the option to do little deletes like that. Let me not accidentally. Record.
いや勘弁しってよしこんなもんか
It's a weird option that you get, but... Alright, let's see. Fried fish.
いや勘弁しっておおいい感じじゃね
He actually did well. I will say this though, like I've recently been cooking, I made myself a rice porridge earlier today, and it was one of the best things I've like made. I use almond milk, which I would have probably preferred dairy milk if I had the option, but I needed to get rid of that leftover rice, and a couple hours prior I made myself an omelet rice, but I'm not gonna make myself multiple omelet rices. So this was the next best thing, and it was amazing, man. Like, I like the omelet rice as well because it was cooked to perfection. But this was just next level shit. The porridge and stuff like that. I used the cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla combo, a little butter, proper refrigeration to give texture, and it turned out to be like a great meal, man. Like, I'm not even sure if it could count as a porridge, because doesn't porridge also need a little bit of water and stuff like that? Shop, buy, exchange, let's see. So I did quite a bit. Like, I sacrificed a lot, but my goal is to get an evergreen, because you know what, I do want to engage in a little bit of evasion tanking, so why the hell not? I'm not gonna like double fit some of them, but let's see, entertainment thing. Casino, West. Storytelling, bakery shop. Now this little section that I have to do here is kind of annoying. I really don't like all the talking around you gotta do at the start. It wasn't as bad as in the previous game, but now it's just OD. Trade. Fishing bait set. Little shooter. Our exchange, so I've just been spending this shit like it's WADA. Like it's free. But I'm gonna make it back really quickly, so there's no skin off my teeth. Okay, let's see, Casino and Arkham. Alright, I like seeing Wazi and Londi kind of bickering back and forth because they're too much of the same. I never saw the One Piece spoilers today. Do they even have them? Let me actually take some time to look it up. It's like every time I was thinking of checking One Piece out, I had the NBA on my brain because there's 4 games in the regular season left. Okay, so there's actually spoilers. Let's see. Alright, I'll look at that later, because that's interesting shit, but... there's a lot of things I gotta catch up on. I gotta finish Trails in the Sky the Third, which I'm... well, a little more than a fifth done with. Almost a little more than a fourth. And I'm hoping that once I'm deep in it, I'll get hooked. I guess this is the equivalent of giving your game an HD remaster, but as a theatrical performance, which I don't know if that is actually a thing. Using a new set, new dances, new characters. For doing a performance, just going through the motions and doing the same thing again and again might be dead. Ooh. I'm really digging this shit. for a lot of people, this is actually their favorite chapter of the game. Melon cream bread. Melon bread is something I see a lot in terms of things that are mentioned in Japanese, like bakeries, but I've never had it myself. It'd be nice to like make it, but I've never even made bread, so. I've had keto bread that I've helped my moms make with, you know, coconut flour and things of that nature, but it's not the same thing. Okay, let me talk to Cop. Okay, that would have really helped me out a while ago, but so I gotta do this for chapters 3, 4, and the finale, so not a lot to keep track of, and I really like and appreciate that. Compared to the original game where there was quite a bit that I had to keep track of. Back alley, downtown. See, I like this dude when he's not being an asshole. And I'm not trying to misgender or anything, but you know, when this person was doing nothing but talking shit, I wasn't really feeling the character. Kind of represented everything I didn't like about Trails from Zero, but here I'm really digging it compared to the tone that the other game had. And I know some people actually prefer Zero to Azure because the character dynamics and the payoffs were kind of ridiculous here, but You try to catch my ass with that one. I would definitely play a game like that with someone else, but I'd probably get cooked. I will say that it is impressive that Lloyd was able to do that, because gay dudes are really good at video games. I've told my mom that, and she thought I came out the closet when I said it at first, but... Nah, I mean that at face value, like... Because I went back to my childhood memories. All the kids that were like that, they were the ones that were beating my ass in the games. It didn't matter whether it was Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter, shooters, and MMOs, so... Lloyd's a beast, or maybe it was going easy on him, I don't know. Okay, so they're not trying to gatekeep. Oh, what's good, Tina Sora? Man, all this talk of fishing makes me want to do some other type of games of fishing. Alright, cool, well, let me know when you want to start, I will join you. I'll even, if you want, promote your thing. Do a raid. Alright, well, see you then. That's old school. Back then you used to lay it on the line all the time. Mathematicians were like that back in the day, according to that Veritasium YouTuber. Elite Four. More Japanese superstitions with the number 4. Let me try out this new rod.
ここなら釣れそう。
Little shooter. Okay, so
それ。
remember, just say the word banana.
よし、ゲットだ。それ。まずまずかな。それ。まずまずかな。
Let me see. There's a couple things backstreet that I gotta get out the way. Crimson Market. I have no. It was like this. I need to start doing that, just dumping some of the books I have that I don't necessarily read. I will say I did like the omelet rice a little more than the porridge that I made. But that's probably because I used the almond milk, and really the omelet rice I have with the sweetness of the ketchup. I know how to make a good omelet rice that's just like gentle. I don't overcook my eggs, I don't OD like that. I make it ideal. I mean, not jacket that high ideal. It ain't ideal, but it is to my preferences. I've never made it the way like Ramsey makes it, where Marcus, Pierre, and Ramsey kind of almost have it like a little vomit thing. Like a gooey... But it is soft when I make it. What do I want to go? I need to head to the hood. You make a burger, and when you looking that, you know, smug about it, I'm assuming you're gonna finesse the shit out of the burger. Combat, detective. I think Elon Musk is about to destroy social media though, because I've been looking at how Instagram is copying what he did with Twitter. Okay. Like once all of these guys start doing like RuneScape, like special membership type things, it's gonna be like a gym membership. I was trying to sign up to these platforms. Which I don't mind having a social media platform that I pay for if the censorship isn't so hard and I can genuinely have an enjoyable experience. People are a lot more tolerable, and getting replatformed isn't such a pain in the ass. Like if there was a Facebook that was like $4 a month or something like that, $4.99. No crazy censorship, then sure. But that's not the reality. The reality is that it'll be good for a couple minutes and then it'll turn to shit, just like when Musk got Twitter. Okay, so there's Reese that I gotta talk to. Oh. Alright, so I'll get stuff for turning this in. I'll do that later. Okay, mains. Travel here. Step 15. Alright, so is this our Morocco Road? Because I do want to get started on some of this stuff. Oh, hold on. Let me head back down to downtown and upgrade my weapons, because I got the new materials for it. This game does a good job of teaching you how to play Zero better. Okay. Always doting over Tio. Alright, let's see. Mustang. Double Kiss.
よし。
俺の番だ。はっ、ちょろいぜ。
敵接近、狙い撃つわ。ええ。
You're curious, we got that for her, that's good. Ah, I didn't mean to do that.
任せろ。ま、こんなもんかね。行くぜ。戦闘終了。全員無事だな。よっしゃ、畳みかけるぞ。
私の番ですね。やあ、私の番ね。
任せろ。
よし。
行きます。やあ、
俺の
手こず
私の番。
行くぞ。
行きは
俺の番。
よし。まだまだいける。そこだ。行くぞ。
私の番ですね。やあ、任せて。や
俺の
よし、ストップ。悪いな、先に行かせてもらうよ。
よーし。やあ、さてと。よし。
任せろ。
行くぞ。
行きますか。私の番。
俺の
よし。まだまだいける。
Actually, does Randy have a master core? Having a second healer helps. Should have bit the bullet and got more healing stuff.
よし、一気に行くぞ。
よし。私の番。
行くぞ。よし、もう大丈夫だ。
You know, I really hope that the Lakers end up on a 5th seed. I'm starting to think I want them to like win the league. For a while it was the Suns that was kind of my pick. There's a couple of things. I want to see the Lakers face off against the Clippers at some point in this season, but that might not be so likely. And of course, it'd be interesting if the Lakers win a game against the Bucks, because then we rarely see LeBron and Giannis go at it outside of All-Star games where they're leading their teams. So it's gonna make it feel like a good version of the All-Star games. It's like a genuinely competitive bout between the two of them. And it's strange because normally in these teams, the higher seeds are the ones that are likely to get it, but after the trade deadline, the Lakers are actually one of the stronger teams. Awesome. All right.
行くぞ。えいはっ。
私の番ね。
ここだ。うっしゃ、いい感じだぜ。
さすがですね。やあ。そっか。
やってや。
私の番か。任せて。よし。
俺の番だ。行くぜ。おととい来やがれって。
そっか。
よーし、一気に行くぞ。えっは。
はい。そっか。
おっしゃ。
私の番ね。そっか。
俺の番だな。
よーし。は
俺の番だ。
世話はっ。よし。避けるか。
私によーやー。
行くぜ。おととい来やがれって。
そっか。やー。そっか。奇襲成功。チャンスです。そっか。私そっか。
チャンス。よし、上出来だ。
お疲れ様。よー。そっか。
任せて。
任せてや。みんな怪我はない？
That said, is Cody going to beat Lesnar in his first try? Because that's one thing I've been thinking about. Like, that might be part of an ongoing feud. Because
私の番ですね。
Cena beat him in his first try when he came back.
おっしゃ。
俺の番だっつって。
さてと、行きまは。
It might be wise for them to turn that into a feud.
行くぞ。
And I am curious why Lesnar attacked Cody Rhodes. Because Lesnar does tend to attack people for no reason, but here he seemed like especially angry. Like he was beating the shit out of Lashley and Cena, but it was kind of like he was having fun with it. Whereas he was all serious when he was whooping up on
一気に行くぞ。
Yodi.
さてと、そこ。
俺の番だ。
任せてくれ。みんな。
Maybe it's because he got a black wife. That wouldn't surprise me, man, because he likes running down on black champions. I guess Cody's invited to cook out.
畳みかけるぞ。
さてと。ごめんなさい。先に行くわね。
よっしゃ。畳みかけるぞ。
よー。そっか。これがみんなの力ですね。
よーし、一気に行くぞ。それ。
今だ。
しゃいい感じだぜ。
負けられない。
There's only 7 here. Anything with impede? Nope. Okay, I got lucky with that one. Alright, let's see. This guy really just has an insta-kill move off the jumper, man. I love these sequel games. Okay, here, so I assume that's like speed base. I'm gonna get like a bunch of impedes at some point. Get fed up.
任せてくれ。ストップ。
行きますは
任せろ。
行くぞ。行ってや。迎撃完了。みんな先に進もう。任せてくれ。
任せてや
おっしゃ。
行くぞ。
はいは皆さんお疲れ様でした。
So many enemy types, man.
行くぞ。
Kind of annoying. Alright.
それ。
今だ上出来かな。
ナイスファイト。
奇襲成功チャンスです。
俺の番だな。
私の番ですね。
任せろ。
行くぞ。
私の番ね。そこ行きます。そこ
手こず。はっ。
任せろ。
私の私のや
行くぜ。
任せてくれ。その程度さ。俺たちは止められない。
Hold up. Ooh, let me save. I want to figure out what element this guy has. Alright, so slings prevent burn. Definitely help. Tiger charge 2, seal. Wants thing with like a large AoE, but okay, so just pelt him with wind attacks. Or what about Earth? Earth is water does surprisingly well. Let me see, what do I want to use on you? Let me lower your movement a little bit. Burn surprisingly doesn't do a whole lot. Let's see, Sparkle, Curia, Sparkle, Blue Drop.
行くぞ。そこだ。
さてと。
Okay, so want trigger like a
行きます。
craft. He's resistant to death and all of that, so.
ほらよ。
任せてくれ。そこだ。
行きます。
俺の番だな。そこだ。
任せろ。ほらよ。
よーし。電磁ネット。え。 エニグマ。ありがとうございます。さてと。行くわよ。くらいなさい。
よし。よし。
よーし。エニグマ駆動。えい。私の番ね。今だ。
俺の番だ。
行くぞ。
行きます。そこ。私の番ですね。エニグマ駆動。
甘いっての。
That was a lucky break.
私の番ね。 れはやっ
行くぞ。
任せろ。
私の番ですね。やっ上出来かな。お疲れ様。
Okay, let's see. Let me look at this Arge thing. Fishing, 17, reg, 36. Alright, whatever. Alright, let's see. Impede action 1. ACC, mine 2, action 2, cast 1.
行くぜ。
よーは
行くぞ。
守りたいこのクロスベルを。今だ。上出来かな。
ナイスファイト。
やーやー奇襲成功チャンスです。
俺の番だ。
任せて
ここだ。戦闘終了。全員無事だな。
はやー
よしストップ。よしもう大丈夫だ。
Cervix tomato, let's see. Shit, that one caught me lacking almost. Hope I didn't sneeze on the controller.
おととい来やがれって。
負けられない。
やーや
行くぞ。ヒット。
任せろ。ま、これが実戦の差ってやつかな。
俺の番つって。
行くぜ。
ーよーしそこ
よし
任せてそこ
任せろ。
せわ
よーはなんとかなりましたね。や
俺の番だな。
任せろ。
ーよーや
行くぞ。迎撃完了。みんな先に進もう。俺の番だ。悪いな、先に行かせてもらうよ。
奇襲成功チャンスです。
俺の番だ。
行くぜ。
はいやーこれで一安心ですね。
Yeah, I don't even care about the little damage that I get from that. It's like insignificant. Otherwise, I just stick to using my long range guys for that, which should really do something about the formation as well.
よし、上げていこうぜ。
任せて。
Craft.
行くぞ。
エニグマ
おっしゃ。
駆動。いきます。
行くぜ。
ありがとう。ありがとう。
さてと行くわよくらい
任せろ。
行くぞ。
行きます。エニグマ駆動やっ私の番ね。行きます。エニグマ
行くぜ。
駆動
よし。エニグマ駆動。
やっ
それ。
うっしゃ、いい感じだぜ。
お疲れ様。
任せてくれ。ストップ。
私の番ね。
ここだ。ま、こんなもんかな。
やあ奇襲成功。チャンス上出来かな。お疲れ様。そこそこ今だ。
俺の番だな。それ。
That turned out really well.
上出来かしら。
やるじゃない。
Is that Mr. Hayworth himself? Okay. I like that little bit of realism. Like he does have some shit on his mind, but it's not going to turn into a quest immediately. It's like, oh, if I need something, I'll let you know, because I'm going through some shit, but it ain't got shit to do with you at the moment. Hot paintwork. Okay, this lady, I remember her. Oh, they gave us some honey, man. What a real ass dude. Alright, there you go. Gangsta-licious. If I read American really fast, it looks like the word American. Alright, so I'm gonna give Marble Ring. Ornament. Quartz. So plus 20 evasion. I'll just stock that up and that'll do wonders for him. Being able to evade attacks is such a nasty witted ability in the Kiseki games. It really frees up the pace of the battle and your offensive options. Alright, let's see real quick. Stargazer's Tower. So, where is Stargazer's Tower anyway? Let me see. Okay, right by the medical college, so whatever, where Kia at? I haven't interacted with her yet. Okay, I neglected that part. So I'm actually getting kind of hungry, and I'm really craving like cheese for some reason, which I guess it's because we've had that cheese sitting, and might as well use it. I like how it's accurate that I can just stop by and just say what's up. And I'm not bullshitting, because that's really something I do a lot in this game. Just pull up to motherfuckers and say what's good. Okay, let me head off to mains. I think that's... Is it to the north, or... Well, that's Belgard. Alright, now I can go through there whenever I want. If I want. Oh, that's my alarm clock. I should really be mindful of the fact that I'm doing an early morning stream, so my battery is going to be dead. Also, I tend to play a lot longer when I'm doing morning streams, because more daylight, my younger bro is not coming through, so I'm not tempted to call it a day more quickly. But that makes the recording a lot longer as well, so I gotta keep that in mind. A little dull. So let me look at these One Piece spoilers really quickly, because I'm not gonna say what it is, but I'm gonna at least say if I find any of it interesting. Okay, at least it's not a Luffy in the gang focus chapter. It's focused on the tertiary cast outside of the events of the island. So I generally like these things more. I find Blackbeard and Shanks a bit more interesting than Luffy, who I find more interesting than the Straw Hats and Luffy. I find a lot more interesting than whatever the arc is about. So it's focusing on characters I find pretty, at least, no dull characters. Crossbow City. Okay, so I'm gonna make my way. Now, early on, the spoilers aren't hyper detailed, so it's gonna take a couple days until we can get an actual summary of the chapter that can read as if you're reading the chapter itself. That ain't gonna happen. We're in the final saga, so I expect to see something with a little bit of finality towards it. Something a little more climactic, something a little more exciting than what we typically get with One Piece. And I guess this is like one last goofy arc, but it's a goofy arc where you're effectively seeing Luffy go up against 4 pacifistas that are related to the 4 Shishibukai they haven't defeated yet of the original lineup. This is kind of like a contrived way of saying, okay, these are those guys, except they might not be equivalent in terms of power, and they also have like, angel traits, which means they have like invulnerability as long as the flame is up, and weird devil fruit abilities. Like they're a creole of different fighting styles. All of that is cool. I generally like side grading enemies so that you're not just saying, well, not only do they have the same abilities, but they're also the same in terms of power, so this is just so that you can fulfill this in every succinct way. Just showcase, yep, Zoro is better than Mihawk now. Luffy is better than frickin' Bartholomew Kuma or whatever he's called. Boa would get clapped by the weak trio and whatever. And Jinbe, when he was in part 1, would have gotten clapped succinctly by our crew. Now, that type of stuff. In some ways they're nastier, in some ways they're not as nasty. After all, like if Sanji's going down. with the S shark. It's kind of interesting, the animal theme with the Shishibukai, because that's kind of how it was with the Akatsuki as well. Level 100, I'm gonna leave that alone. I like how it's a memory cursor, so I don't have to think about which one did I use for that. Or I could just look at the bottom left. Big window.
Yes, get to that. 俺の番だ。悪いな。先に行かせてもらうよ。
Alright. Eventually I'm gonna rack up enough of those. Hopefully that counts. When a motherfucker got drunk and lost a tank. Calvert Republic, man. I have a feeling next year I'm gonna be playing them Calvert games. Just when I thought I would have an easy year next year, nope. It's not going to be an easy year this year, it's not going to be an easy year next year. Like 2021, 2022, those were luxury years. I could experiment and play crazy games. Not anymore, boo. Alright, Gangsta-licious. I do like this, like, in all its low poly fashion. Would you even call it low poly? I'm not so sure. I mean, the sprite work, the low poly work, in a vacuum, these things are bad, but when put together, they're technically impressive, especially on the PlayStation Portable, and how it's been like redone for modern televisions. Alright, let's see. Collectible. Alright, let's see. Mini aquamarine boathouse, mini aquarium. Okay, let me head back to the boathouse then, because I don't think I got that recipe. Almond. These have been some weird recipes, by the way. Not that you don't already know that, but... Alright. Status, Orban, Arts. Some boots, I guess. Cool. Let me get this recipe and then I'm gonna head back. I gotta call the Black Lives Matter.
これが実践の差ってやつかね。
Okay, so I should have kept my eyes peeled for like a book somewhere. Probably had too much fishing in the brain. Smooth almond jelly. I wouldn't mind some almond jelly.
ちょっと
うまくいくかな。うん、いい感じ。
ちょっと自信ないかも。ちょっと自信ないかも。しまった、やっちゃった。ちょっと自信ないかも。しまった、やっちゃった。
So I fucked that shit up royally. I didn't get a single thing I wanted. But oh well, I got enough time to really right that wrong. Might be something worth off screening.
チャンスだ。これが俺たちの力だ。
I mean, I could have safe scummed and it probably was the right thing to do, but I didn't feel like safe scumming. I wanted to test my luck, and my luck said I failed. So well, it's not that big of a deal. Let me check how much time. I've only been streaming for 2 hours and 48 minutes. I thought I was streaming for like a fuck ton of hours. Clear was right about that. We'll overcome this barrier line. Alright, let's see.
私の番ですね。えい。さてと。
任せてくれ。
よーし。
I am getting killed by these motherfuckers. Alright, so you're gonna have to... Thankfully, items aren't disabled, so... Because I'm stocked up. I'm in good condition. Now we're all bunched up. There you go. I need to move her up so that she's not targeting any of my guys. That any of my guys aren't targeted besides her. Alright, let's see. Craft, Stunbreak, MP. Alright, a little bit of spatial awareness, I was able to turn that around. Draft.
私の番ですね。催眠弾発射。
おっしゃ。
俺の番だな。
私の番ですね。
行くぞ。それ。
行くぜ。
ありがとう。お願いしよう。よーし。
Okay, that last thing of him being blind really came through.
よし。
行くぜ。
俺の番だな。よし、上出来だ。
やるね。
Didn't get a level up, but that would have really helped out. Yo, you did not get out the way of that joint. Let's see.
行くぜ。
手こずか。
任せて。
Alright, Wazi coming through. I actually don't really step in that much. Makes doing this a lot more annoying. Alright, let's see. Chaos Brand. Can I like straight up hit anybody? Or let's see. I'm just gonna have to hit somebody with. They got out the way of. About 50 things went wrong there. Alright. Korea bomb. You gotta be fucking kidding me. No, we fighting after that. Alright, hold on. Oh, fucking no. Try to set me up with that joint. Alright, let's see. Reviving bomb. Alright, let's see, items. Alright, I have to change my equipment if I do this again to account for stone and some other things. Korea bomb. And no S-crafts, man. This is just basic attack madness. And so which is going to be the smarter choice? Keep her stoned or... Well, let me do the clever thing. Stay... Alright. Items, Curia Bomb.
私の番ね。
おっしゃ
行くぞ。俺の番だな。
私の番ね。
Okay, good. She didn't step too in. Just...
任せろ
手こずった任せてくれ。
There you go. Oh, he was caught with like a burn or some type of status ailment. That's good. Alright, this will be the game changer right here. Let's fuck him up. Alright, good. Okay, no restrictions. Landy didn't level up though, so... Alright, battle scope. Fuck them all up.
行くぞ。
私の番ですね。
ありがとう。
サンクス。
よーし。
Alright, let's see.
サンクス。まずいな。
Alright, that gave me some distance. Alright, let's see. You know what, got yo shit. There's a line, I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. Well, I objected, which is another term for shooting the sheriff. I shot this motherfucker. I kind of like that cliche the Kiseki games use where a person refuses to use a weapon because of their past with it, so they use something else. It's a little hypocritical, but it's symbolic when you see it as a removal of one's past, trying to like wash one's hands. I guess they never told us at this point. I mean, I already knew, but fuck, man. Let's see. That was a fight to the finish, man. Recipe, smooth almond jelly, so I wonder if I Bellberry. Tender whitefish shop. Smooth almond jelly.
うまくいくか
これは得意よ。ちょっと
勘弁しうまくいくかな
ちょっと自信ないかも。何これ。
Okay, fresh milk. Glad the Asian market here has like stuff. This game isn't trying to pretend that like Asians don't consume dairy. I've been watching the YouTube videos. You guys have lied to us for long enough. Or back in the day when people used to swear up and down, like even Asians, that they don't consume a lot of dairy. And then you're like watching all these recipe videos now where it's like, nah, you guys eat everything with melted cheese. So 15. Alright, well, let me actually get started on a hidden quest. Alright, let's see. So this is gonna be the wrap-up thing for me, and I'm not gonna make too big of a deal for it. Alright, let's just agree to this joint. Oh, we actually like get to move around in this place. That's pretty cool. So I'm gonna wrap this up today, right now. I could go for a bit longer, but then, my controller would have to die on me, and I'd be babysitting that shit. That's not fun at all. You guys know how annoying the streams get when I'm pacing back and forth and you hear it, and the controller dies on me, so the characters lock up. I'm bitching, complaining about that, losing my patience. The battery on my phone is dying out. None of that is fun in conjunction with one another. So because of that, I'm gonna call it a day in terms of playing. I will be joining Tinasaur 22 stream when she does return and get started on that. If she does, because she likes to talk a lot. Anyway, Tangram Gate. Let's see. Let me check. How my days are gonna be spent. Alright. So I think Thursday I'm probably not going to wrap up day 1 of chapter 3. Chapter 2, but I'll see how far I can go. And that's gonna be all for the overmorrow. Now, I'm not trying to wrap this up so quickly now. Figure we can engage in a little chit chat. But yeah, my son Caleb Hart, he's back to doing the Final Fantasy VII streams after Resident Evil and Mega Man X, which I really like both of those. I had so much fun when he was going crazy with the emotes. It's too bad he's not really doing that now. He's being a little more conservative with it because he's in grind mode and he's not trying to deal with the chaotic chat that was happening way back in the day. But I just really loved his streams when people were just hitting you with the sound effects, the ghost star you, that they don't make anything anymore. Like, if he brings that shit back, I'm gonna be a real happy camper. But he's trying to get into second place before he says fuck off for now with Final Fantasy VII. Mega Man X is one where he'll start off really well, but execution on that is pretty grindy, so I have a feeling that if I just commit to watching, I'll eventually see him score a world record. Caleb Hart 22 is just beastly in that regard. But yeah, I did enjoy watching everybody play Resident Evil 4's remake. It's super entertaining. I've never played a Resident Evil game before, but I grew up on watching Necroscope 86's Let's Plays of it back in the day, and the guy has a certain... The series has just an appeal to it as kind of this classic 90s thing that has been nothing but hits, so I really do enjoy watching people play that. I enjoyed Caleb Hart doing it, but the heart and soul of Caleb Hart's streams to me has always been Final Fantasy VII and Mega Man X. Any chance he can grind on those, that's something I can relish on. I know when he gets second place, he's gonna probably put down Final Fantasy VII for a while, just take a break from it, because it's such a strict grind. It's probably fucked his lifespan up just doing that shit, getting raged out. And you know, I can't really blame him. Thing about getting your PB is that now you have these strict splits and time saves, because it only gets harder in that sense, but also your sense of pacing is different as well. Not just because you're getting better, but because you know where the time saves are at, and you're thinking in terms of that sense. So in a way, it kind of stays with you when you get to a certain time save, because you're thinking, alright, I know I'm at pace when I'm at this point, and I gotta just hope that RNG blesses me, my play decisions bless me up, so I can narrow it down. You know, that's really it. So a lot of them just get aborted early now. Those PBs. What else? Something else that I want to think about. Besides Caleb Hart streams, what else have I been enjoying on the internet? There's so much stuff that I gotta like get through. Bleach Can't Fear Your Own World. I need to eventually start reading that again. Just get through all 3 of them volumes and shit. Trails in the Sky, I've talked about how the third, I did a good point where I'm hooked to whatever that story is doing, what it has going on. Well, I mean, I got my own personal projects, learning languages and programming and linguistically. But that's not really like a big deal. It's actually pretty easy to learn languages if you're willing to fork $9.99 for ChatGPT. And you know, I've been working out because I'm trying to get out of being a toffee, trying to not be skinny fat. So that's probably what I'm going to do when I'm done streaming. I'm going to make myself a decent lunch, a decent snack, and get to working out. Because I'm not on like calorie restriction or anything in that nature. I'm just trying to change my body composition so that my internal organs are at peace. I'm not dealing with those weird obesity symptoms in an underweight person. That's just vlogging shit. That's whatever. I guess I should talk about the fact that Trump got, like, is he arrested or whatever? Now, I kind of spoke about this with my mom because I was looking more into, like, what got him arrested, and I assumed it was, like, a Harvey Weinstein type situation because of the woman involved, but it's really as simple as this guy, when you're trying to pay hush, you gotta make sure that it's clear that it's your money. Always have a receipt. Always make sure everything you do is receipted and it's clear that what funds and what account and what property or is going to what transaction. That's something that I still have to keep in mind, even for some of my situations I'm going through, where you always want to have a record of things. Like, my mom's used to try to like throw out my dental appointment records, and I told her not to do that last year because of stuff like this. you gotta have like a wealthy person mindset on things, and really not just a wealthy person mindset. Everybody's gotta have the receipts. So he's gonna get locked up, but as a result, I'm actually feeling good about 2024 because I don't think that we're going to see a period of people getting mass ban waves anymore if he's no longer a factor and social media's business model was slowly shifting into less of an advertisement based thing and more of a, pay to get all the features model. Which, by the way, Elon Musk, stop it with the Doge thing, and I don't know what's happening. Apparently retweets are getting updated to where they're not a thing anymore. I feel like I'm on Fediverse. You're going to have me on my edgy Fediverse where people can drop all sorts of R-rated slang. Because y'all doing too much, man. I feel like I'm on the Fediverse every time I'm on Twitter. I said like a month ago or 2 months ago. Now with stuff like changing the logo to Doge when you visit the site on an app on the web browser, it's ridiculous. Yeah, that's the big thing. When it comes to these elections, it's just people reporting each other. That was a big source of stress for me. And people of my kind, I made that video, I didn't publish it like 3 years ago on my Mr. Wonka 7 channel. I felt like that was the first time even like my guys, people on my like side of the political spectrum, I couldn't trust because everyone was just like on each other, reporting each other, getting each other banned. The toxicity was ridiculous, and then there were just ban waves because the bots didn't know what the hell to check, so hopefully for a while, if these platforms become things where you pay for like $4.99, I've spoke about this before, I wouldn't mind if I had to pay if the moderation wasn't so crazy and the toxicity wasn't so wild with it, and getting re-platformed was a bit more convenient. But realistically, it would be better for like a little bit and then it'd go back to being straight basuda as usual. And that's the thing. Internet right now, social media, it feels like whatever is going to replace the internet, the fifth industrial revolution cannot come fast enough. Because I feel like going into like the Xenosaga times, no more internet UMN, no electromagnetic frequencies, let's just use the collective unconsciousness to, and like the main deity, the wave existence, to communicate with each other across long distances instantly. That's way preferable, because I guess with Gnosis attacks, that's one thing I'd have to worry about, but I'm tired of the EM. I'm tired of getting myself blasted with radiation just to use services that want to treat me like I'm a bot or scammer or whatever. We're the worst person in the world morally. And then I lose mutuals and things of that nature because of ridiculous arguments and petty differences. I'm hoping that a kind of return to 2014 in the political spectrum will change all of that. At the very least, it'll get people of my mentality to stop thinking so much about electoral politics and into more meaningful discourse. better ways of enlightening the greater good and also getting us to not be so damn obsessed with political distractions. There are meaningful things to worry about right now, especially as we're heading into a world war, a great war scenario. I'm not so concerned about petty elections when our politicians are puppets anyways. Not that they're all the same, but they all have the same pressure to adhere to and bend the knee to structures higher than them. Structures that are slowly pushing us into a great war scenario. And it's a very begrudged thing with the later administrations. I don't want to be so harsh on them as I have in the past, in conjunction with the fact that they made compromises. They didn't fully bend the knee, like, down to, like, a kneel. They just had the pressure cave in on them to do certain things, and discussing those things is important. It's liable to get you slapped on the wrist, or worse, but it's still a meaningful discussion that has to be invoked every now and then. I am curious how all of this is going to transpire. I'm just hoping it doesn't affect my ability to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth when the time comes, although I'll hopefully have the funds to get that without digging into my funds. Like, I'm trying to get some income real soon. That's been the name of the game since I played this game. I've been, chose from zero. I've been trying to find ways to earn a little supplemental income so that I can eventually get my hands on a PlayStation 5 and enjoy Rebirth alongside my copy of Tactics Ogre, Final Fantasy 16, which is going to come out before Rebirth, things of that nature. Let's hope the world isn't so chaotic that I don't have that luxury. At least until early 2024 wraps up. So this has been your boy, Mr. Wonka7. Thank you guys for watching, and Uksai make day.